Welcome to Pokemon Go Ahead. I'm Alex Gum, aka Cheekley. Before we talk about the main topic of today's video, I have a couple announcements to make. Number one, we made it to level 36 off camera. Finally did one raid with a lucky egg. We just made it in. Number two, if you guys are watching this video right now, tomorrow is going to be the last day to go out for Groudon and Kyogre during those raids. And it's important that you don't go for those two, but also for Rayquaza as well. And I'm going to explain why. We're in some legendary battles, and the overall results will be exciting. If Rayquaza is defeated more than both Kyogre and Groudon combined, okay? Note that I said the word combined, meaning that you have to have more Rayquaza raids than Groudon and Kyogre. That means that they're more likely to hatch eggs between March 5th to the 16th with Bagon. So if its weather condition is windy and you guys have caught or have rated for Rayquaza more than Groudon and Kyogre combined, you get your Bagon. And then vice versa for those two, if you capture Kyogre and Groudon more than Rayquaza, which I think that might be happening because some people have been saying that they really wanted to get a Kyogre and Groudon and they still haven't before they release. So anyway, so if you did the exact opposite and got Groudon and Kyogre, and we have a total of Groudon and Kyogre more than Rayquaza, then we get Trapinch and Lotad to hatch more of those eggs. And some people really needed those Pokemon for Ludicolo. Ew, I said Ludicolo. I meant Ludicolo and Flygon. So make sure that you guys keep rating last minute if you guys still need to get the specific Pokemon to hatch of your desire. And then we all know about the biggest announcement, and that is the community day for March 5th. We know about Bulbasaur, and we know about the triple XP for every capture, the 3-hour lures, and the exclusive move that's just not official yet for Bulbasaur. But we are going to predict that it's going to be Frenzy Plants. And we know the shiny is going to be like a lime green color Bulbasaur. But anyway, now we're going to talk about what is going to happen next with the channel. And that's upcoming videos such as legendary how-to raids. It's like guidelines that I took from Pokemon Go Hub. And we are just going to discuss about one legendary at a time. And I did an individual video for the remaining legendary Pokemon that have not been released in the game. And I broke it down by each video that I'm going to be posting every day, starting tomorrow at March 5th, where we are going to be discussing about Latios, Tuesday Latios, Wednesday Regirock, Thursday Regice, Friday Registeel, Saturday Deoxys in all its forms, and then Sunday, if they're going to include mythical Pokemon in raids, I don't know about Mew and Celebi, but if that's the case, Jirachi is going to be discussed about next week. So that's 7 videos already pre-recorded and already set and go. Just got to do some final touches to make it look professional, and or at least as professional as possible. But anyway, these videos should be informational, and you guys get prepared ahead of time in case you guys are sick and tired of constantly capturing a lot of Groudons and Kyogres and Rayquaza. I know I'm sick and tired. I mean, let me tell you guys. 11 Rayquazas, 10 Groudons, and 9 Kyogres. Can I be any more bored than that? Anyway, so that's what we're going to be talking about throughout the entire week. I'm going to be posting one video at a time on my channel, so make sure you guys subscribe and hit the notification bell so you can stay involved and in touch if you want to know how to be rating for the legendaries before they are released. Also, guys, I want to discuss to you guys about what will be happening in March is obviously the Community Day, March 25th, Bulbasaur. We all know that. But I want to talk about the main point of the video, and that is about April Community Day. And I believe it's what? April 20... Oh my gosh, I need to check the date. It has to be like the 27th? No, it's the 28th. I think it's the 28th, yeah. So I think April 28th is going to be the next Community Day event after the Bulbasaur Community Day event. And I think that they're going to do the Stardust, or at least do something with like 4 times of everything with every lucky egg used, or every egg is going to be like decreasing its kilometers so you can hatch them even quicker or something. But because it's obvious it has to be based on the egg portion of the game, because Easter and then Easter eggs. But I also think that they're also going to have a Pokemon feature that is going to be based off an egg Pokemon. And obviously, Execute is just executed for the list. Get it? Executed? Alright, anyway. I think there's 2 candidates that I believe that would be actually 4 depending on what they're planning on doing. But if we have to make a prediction on what the Pokemon feature is going to be for April's event, I think it's going to be either Charmander or Squirtle because they already have Bulbasaur out. And if they don't do it in April, they might as well do it in like May or June over the summertime or something. Because you can't have Bulbasaur and not include Charmander and Squirtle in the following months of the year. But if they decided to skip those two, they have to pick a Pokemon that would fit the theme of the month. They fit the theme of the month with Bulbasaur because it's green, and green is St. Patrick's Day and it's March. I mean, makes a lot of sense, right? Now, I think April they're going to focus on eggs because of Easter. And no, they're not going to focus on a bunny Pokemon because we don't have any bunny Pokemon from Gen 1 and Gen 3. We have some in the future generations, but we don't have Gen 4 right now, so it has to be an egg Pokemon. And I think two candidates would be very good for these. I think number one would be Chansey because it carries like a little egg in its pouch, and I think that would be a great thing to see. Plus, have you guys caught a shiny Chansey yet? I did not think so. So if you want to do a battle raid and you want to pull out a Blissey out that is like, well, I don't know what color it is, I didn't research, but if you wanted the shiny Blissey, then that would be a good candidate to have. Plus, I think there's another Pokemon that is already in the game but has not been captured yet. And earlier you mentioned about the egg, or heard me about it, and I think you guys probably got an idea of what I'm about to say. I think Togepi would be an awesome Pokemon feature because here's the thing, guys. Some of you guys probably still need a Togepi, and Togetic is out in the wild, and that's probably one of the rarest Pokemon ever. What if I told you that it's super easy to get as many Togetic as possible, just not by hatching eggs? But what if you caught Togepi in the wild? I have never heard anything about Togepi being in the wild. It's obviously confirmed that it's not. But if they decided to bring Togepi in the wild for temporarily 3 hours during April's Community Day event, think about how many people are going to be involved in this event. Because here's the thing. More people are coming in for Community Days for a specific Pokemon that they really needed. Like during the last event, everybody has been gunning for Dratini because not only that they needed Dragonites or a shiny Dratini, they just wanted a flat-out Dratini to fill in the Pokédex. And honestly, if they're going to do the exact same thing with Togepi, that would be a smart move. Or you could just have them increase the amount of chances if you get eggs. So you could just walk about like a 1 kilometer for every, or at least like 0.1 kilometer for every egg. And hopefully it's a Togepi and you hatch a Togepi. I don't know how they're going to do it. I don't know like how it's going to be, if they're doing the same formula or different. But if they have Togepi as the featured Pokemon for April, then that would be super interesting. I don't have a lot of arguments about those two, but I think that those would be the good candidates for Community Day's Pokemon feature in April. Now, I know we're focusing on the legendaries that we're currently rating for, and I know that we're focusing on this month's Bulbasaur Pokemon GO event and how we could get so much XP. Because for me personally, I want to get to level 37 ASAP, and I know that I'm super busy with like the show that I'm in, more work because I'm working way more hours now that I just got promoted to a new job and training and all this stuff, and also just doing school and everything. So I'm gonna try to play as much as I possibly can. I should be more available on Fridays, maybe Tuesday afternoons in Gardnerville, maybe Carson, depending. So yeah, that's all I wanted to share. If you guys want to show some hype of what's going to be happening in Pokemon Go ahead, be sure to drop down a like and be sure to subscribe by hitting the subscribe button as well as the notification bell so you can be notified when you could check out what upcoming videos are going to be coming around. And if you guys don't have a YouTube account, make one so that you can subscribe to this channel, and I might subscribe back. I will. Just make an account, subscribe, and you'll see that I subscribed. Anyway, guys, that's all I want to share. I gotta sign out. I'm wasting so much time and got some more work to do. But anyway, guys, go out there and get involved in your Pokemon Go communities, and I'll see you guys later. Peace out!